Okay, what is mean by resolution? Resolution is nothing but what splitting of given vector. See, this is what splitting of. Splitting means dividing. Splitting of given single vector. Splitting of given single vector into its components. Into its components. In short, single vector into components. But exactly composition is opposite. It is what combining given vectors. Combining given vectors. It may be two, it may be more than two. Into single force. Combining given vectors into single vector. We can call force also, but vector. It is nothing but composition. It is nothing but what? It is nothing but finding a resultant. Simply combining number of vectors in single vector means what? Finding resultant. So you may call composition is nothing but what? Finding resultant. Finding resultant in any way. Either use law of triangle of vector, use law of polygon of vector, or law of parallelogram of vector, or method of resolution. Okay, there are four methods to get a resultant. So splitting given vector into single vector, given single vector into components is nothing but resolution. Means what? Suppose this is given question. This is given question. Let us say this vector is p Newton and its angle is theta. Now we have to split it. Split it. Split means you have to draw components. One component along y-axis, one component along x-axis. One component along y-axis, other component along x-axis. If the system is two-dimensional. If the three-dimensional system, then you have to split into x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Okay. So this is now considering two-dimensional. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. This is p and this is angle theta. Okay. So you can call this component as a px and this component as a py. Okay, this is resolution. Then how to calculate this value in the form of p? Just draw a triangle. Just draw a triangle. Such triangle. See, this is px. See, this is py. Then you know this is the resultant. So this is p. This is p. This angle is theta. This is px. This is py. Apply now trigonometry. Simply trigonometry application. So for this cos theta, how much? Cos theta equal to what always? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent by hypotenuse. What is adjacent? Px. Adjacent is px. Opposite, hypotenuse is p. So we get px is equal to p cos theta. Px equal to p cos theta. Similarly, sin theta opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite upon hypotenuse. That is py upon p. So we get py is equal to p sine of theta. What is the purpose of this? Purpose is to get the components in the one form, single form, p p, theta theta. So that is the purpose, and this process is called resolution. Okay, got it? This process, the splitting of given single vector into components, that is called resolution. Okay, what is given? Single vector. What we want? Number of forces, components. They are called components. These are called components. These are called component. These are component along x and along y. But what about composition? Composition is exactly opposite to resolution. It is a splitting, it is combining. See, it is splitting, it is combining. Then how to combine? If you are having two different vectors, say this p and other vector is suppose q, you know how to solve using a parallelogram or using a resolution method. Just join one by one. Suppose p is there and here is a q. Okay, this is q. Suppose what is angle between them? Yes, 90 degree. Apply parallelogram. Apply parallelogram. Resultant equals to, you know formula, resultant equal to under root of p square plus p square q square 2 PQ cos of theta. See, theta is 90. So what is the value of cos 90? Cos 90 becomes 0. So resultant becomes simply what? P square plus Q square. So this is the composition. So this is a clear-cut difference between resolution and composition. So resolution is a dividing things and composition is a combining things. If there are means your question, if your question is single vector, and if you want to do resolution, the answer is splitting. And if you are having number of vectors and your answer wants single vector, that is called composition. Okay, this is clear cut difference between resolution and composition. They are opposite processes.